Hey guys, so I thought I'd come back and do an update for you. I know it's been a while. It's been since I told you that I was pregnant and I was on cycle 11. So now I'm on cycle day 17 and there's a lot of stuff I want to go over, so I'm going to try to do this quickly as possible so I don't have you on here for 20 minutes. So, again, cycle day 17 is today. I tried to be cool and not take OPKs for as long as I possibly could and see if that would maybe not stress us out. No, that stressed me out more. So, cycle day 11 or 12, one of the two. I don't have this all written down because I was, again, trying to be like pulling off not doing it. I did start taking, excuse me for itching my nose. I started taking the cheapies and then I took a digital and I didn't get a positive for that day, 12th day, and then up until this point, I still have not seen a positive. The closest I've gotten would have been like, I believe 3 days ago, I took a digital and it was really, really close when I took it out. Like the lines were really close. And if you follow me on Instagram, I did upload a picture of that, plus some additional things since then. So since then, I've been having these really weird problems with my cheapies because I'll take a cheapie in the morning, it'll be really dark, like it looks positive, but then I take a digital and it's not positive. And so I'm like, okay, I'll try it in the afternoon when you're generally supposed to. Take it in the afternoon, it's the cheapie's light. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste my, waste a digital. Well, a couple times I have done it anyways, and of course it was negative. So not really sure what's going on with that. I haven't got a positive, but I'm pretty sure that I just missed my surge and that I did ovulate because it's cycle day 17 and I've never ovulated or never got a positive this late. Not to say that it won't and things aren't changing, but either way, because of what I have news for, I am totally fine with not knowing and excited. And yeah, so I'm just gonna jump into it. So a lot of you guys might know, again, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, that I am, I did get a new OBGYN and I saw her today, and let me just tell you, it was a 500% improvement. And that sounds exaggerating, but it wasn't. Like, when I got done with that appointment, like, I wanted to just cry when she left the room for me to, like, get ready to leave because I was just, like, so happy. So she, the doctor that I chose, if you didn't see a picture of it, basically, she has a special interest in infertility, and she works part-time at our reproductive center for who I go through. So she's like really into that, and I thought that's why I chose her, because I was like, well, she has a really good interest in this. Maybe there's a better chance she'll be willing to help me. So a lot of people have been praying for me and thinking of me, and I've been praying constantly, just like, please, please let this doctor like take time to explain things to me, talk to me, and give me options instead of just saying come back in 12 months after you haven't conceived and we'll go, then you can go to a specialist. Because that was just really frustrating for me to hear, because I'm like, I just want answers, and so I went to her today and she just gave me more information in the 10 minutes that I saw her. Yeah, literally probably 10 to 15 minute appointment that I saw her than I have heard from my primary doctor or my old OBGYN over the past year. And I'm telling you like past year, because I talked to my OBGYN before like we got married a couple months, letting her know what I wanted to do. We wanted to start trying as soon as we got married, yada yada yada. And she was just like, okay, get off birth control. That's all she told me. And I was just like, okay. Like at that time, like I didn't know anything about it. Like since joining this community, I've learned so much, and just through this journey, I've learned so much. So anyways, appointment went really, really well. She basically told me, which if I would have known this months ago, I would have already done it. But she basically told me that I don't need a referral to go to the fertility specialist, because again, I have what's called Kaiser. It's our insurance, but it's also like your hospital, your doctor's offices, your labs, like everything is all together. So if you're not from like if you're not from California or like the few states that do have Kaiser, you might not know what I'm talking about. But I did not know that. Like, she just straight up told me, like, you don't need my referral to go to a specialist. You can call. She's like, I'm going to give you a link once you leave. I'm going to send you a link that has, like, the fertility introduction seminar that you want to watch. And then I'm going to give you the number. and here's a doctor that I recommend, that I work closely with. So just call whenever you're ready, make an appointment. They'll get you in. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was blowing my mind, but I was trying not to like look like a little kid in a candy shop that gets to pick whatever he wants and just be excited about it. And when she told me that, because I was just like, all these possibilities are running through my head, and I was just like so excited. So anyways, she did like a routine exam, a breast exam, just because she hadn't seen me before and she wanted to make sure there wasn't any obvious problems, and everything was fine. She said my ovaries and my uterus feel normal, and that's good. I told her, I have been getting positive ovulation tests for the past 10 months. I hadn't got one this cycle yet, but she said, okay, she's like, that's great. Sounds like you are ovulating then. So I called them, and this really super, super nice nurse answered, and she was just very, very informational. She just gave me a lot of information, and it was really nice. And basically they have to ask you some questions, which I tried to type on my computer as she was saying them, just so I could relay that on to you guys kind of, but she was going really fast and I was answering them as fast as I could. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair a lot. It's really a wreck, and so I have problems not messing with it. But anyways, so like a couple things she asked was basically like our ancestry, as far as like what we knew, like do you have any, and I don't want to say this incorrectly, but it was South American something. I'm not saying the whole thing, but something to do with South American ancestry, da da da. And I was like, no. Then she said, do you have any Caucasian ancestry? And I was like, we're Caucasian. Like, I probably sounded really silly when I said that, but she's like, okay. So then when I said yes, she said, do you guys want to have cystic fibrosis testing, like, test for that gene, like you and your husband? And this is the first time I'd heard about it. I had no idea she was going to ask me that, and these were like questions she's going through like this, and I was like, can I say no right now? Because obviously I don't want to make that decision for my husband and I without even talking. So that is something I wanted to ask you guys about. Did anybody do that test? And if you did, do you wish you hadn't, or was it a big deal? I know it's just a blood test that they would have ordered with all my other blood tests, but I was just curious about that, because like I don't know that I will even ever do it. I don't know. So there's that. So she asked that, and then she asked like, when was my last pap smear? And that was like, it was less than 2 years ago. So that was fine. I don't need to have that. She asked if I was like allergic to shellfish and some other things, which I'm not exactly sure why she asked me that, but I said no. She asked if I've had any like bad pelvic infections, that required antibiotics or IV fluids, or IV whatever. And I said no. And then she said, okay, so here basically before we give you an appointment, we're going to order tests, and you'll get the test done, and then you'll meet with your doctor once they have the results. So they already had the results and can give you their recommendations as to what they think would be best for you. So sorry, I'm looking over at my notes a little bit too, but basically, just looking here. Oh, sorry. She also asked if I'd ever been pregnant, and I said no. And she asked if how long we'd been trying, and I just told her 11 months, because this is our 11th month. So those were really the only questions. Nothing hard, obviously, but they have to ask that. So now from here, she's gonna send out my husband and I a questionnaire, which she said can take 5 to 7 days to get to us. So we'll get that. We'll fill it out. It has information on some of the things they're going to be doing for my test. What we'll do with that is we'll fill it out, and then we can either fax or mail it back to them. So we'll obviously do that as soon as we can, just to help speed up the process. So the things they're going to do is they're going to do some blood work. I didn't get like a list of all the blood tests, but when I do, I will do an update for you guys so you can kind of know what we're doing. But basically, we jumped right into it. And before I go into any farther, I'm just like super excited that it's just so easy and painless, and they're just starting it, and it's just amazing. I'm just really excited. So they're gonna order. They already ordered them some blood work, and I can go in at any time and do those. She said that I do need to fast at least 8 hours before. So with Kaiser, they do have some labs open on the weekend, so I'm probably just going to go Saturday morning and do it like early in the morning and then be done with it. So that way tomorrow, which is Friday, what is tomorrow? Friday my phone's charging so I can't tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's the 19th. Yeah, Friday the 19th. So I'll go Saturday the 20th to any of the open labs. Just have those done. So that part will be done. The other thing they're going to have me do is an HSG. Can't lie, I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I know it's a very common procedure, but I've just heard lots of different stories. Like some say it doesn't hurt at all, some say it hurts really bad, and it really does depend on what they find in there, what they have to fix, if they fix anything. Because I did read like a section on our our insurance slash doctor website, and it's kind of confusing, but and it kind of explains like basically the pain level depends on what they find in there and if they decide to do anything while they're in there, which I don't know exactly what they can do during HSD while they're in there, but it might be different for a lot of people, so I don't know. Basically they're going to do that, and they said to call on the first day of my next period, and then they will schedule it for you because it books pretty fast. So they said that I would have it done the last day of my period or close to it. And then when I looked on the website, it said like 2 to 5 days after your period, but she said that they would try to schedule it for the last day of my period. So those are the first two things that we have going on. She did say once we have it scheduled, they'll obviously go over instructions and give me more information. And then the thing that's coming to me in the mail will also have some information on that. So I'm just so like I feel like a little kid excited about something like a toy or like a gift, but like this is a gift. This is an amazing gift for us because I'm just so happy I don't have to wait another 2 months. And then, on top of that, wait till after we get back from Kansas for a Christmas trip or Thanksgiving trip. And we just get to finally start getting some answers. And I'm so excited. I can't even tell you like how excited I am. So it's crazy. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you, which I'm really, really, really thankful for, is I did ask, obviously before I scheduled anything, I was like, okay, so, what do labs cost? What does this cost? What does that cost? So with my insurance, I have through my work, which is, again, we are so blessed to have, for me to have this insurance through my work. Like, they're amazing. My copay for a normal doctor visit is $20. So when I go in to do, each time I go to the fertility specialist, like any kind of appointment, just like a regular appointment, it's just a $20 copay. And then every time, if we have outpatient surgery or, outpatient procedures like the HSD is considered, then it's just $20 copay. All my labs will be free because labs now with my normal doctor or any other doctor that orders me labs, that's free. That's through our coverage. So it's just awesome, and I'm so thrilled and so thankful. Like it just makes me so happy. Like I don't know, like if IVF or IUI ever came about down the road, I don't know what coverage we would have for that. But the nurse that I talked to, she just said that I have really good insurance. So I'm just really, 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 really thankful for that, and it makes me really happy, and I'm just really excited for us to go down this journey. Add this a part of our journey that we've already been on. And so, guys, I just wanted you to know where I'm at. Hopefully, if AF doesn't come and by some miracle we got pregnant this cycle, even though I have no idea when I ovulated, and we're fingers crossed that, we took care of business around the right time. I mean, that would be great. I will be so thrilled. But if not, it makes me just feel like I have a lot less weight on my shoulders knowing that we're having help eventually, like soon. Like it's just an amazing feeling. I know a lot of you can relate to that. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you have any tips, advice, I am more than happy to hear those as well. The only other tidbit I was going to mention to you guys is we did we did plan our 1-year anniversary trip, which is going to be October 22nd to the 25th. We're just driving down to Disneyland. It's my husband's first time ever going to Disneyland, and I haven't been since I was 10, or 11, something like that. Maybe a little bit, yeah. I was almost a teenager the first time I went. It's the only time I went. So it's going to be amazing and freaking fun. I'm so excited. So we have that planned, and I can't wait. And thankfully, my cycle lines up to where the HSD would be done before the trip, like 2 weeks before it. So it's not going to be like a burden for either way. Obviously, we would make do with what we need to do, but yeah. So that's all I have. I may be doing another update that's a little bit more organized, but I just got some really good news, and so I wanted to share it with you before I didn't have time to do it, or I just got busy. And but that is all I have. And stay tuned. Definitely in the near future, because me and another YouTuber are hoping to do a collab. I hope I said that right. A collab in the near future about TTC related things. So yes, please just subscribe and like, and I don't know why I'm swinging this at you, but yes, please like and subscribe and follow our journey, because it's about to get a whole lot more exciting, and I can't wait to just share it all with you guys. So baby dust to all. Thank you for all the prayers. Any more prayers are continually accepted always. We're so thankful for everyone that's out there thinking of us and following our journey, and I just hope that we get a lot more BFPs starting in October, and hopefully I might be one of them and none of this will be necessary, but if so, we'll be taking the road we need to take. So I love you guys. Thank you for your support. It means so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!